Alrighty, here's a really quick video. I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to mate these chain link parts. In order to be able to move a part around in 3D space, it needs to be floating. So if you click on a part and if you I think I'm in mate, yeah. So if you right click on a part, you'll see right here it'll say fix or float. See here? And if they're all in float, you can move around in 3D space. So if I want to start the link, here's how the link looks. I'm going to go ahead and just assume some angles here. I don't see any angles. I'm going to assume that's 15 degrees. I'm going to assume this is 120 degrees. And I'm going to assume that's looks like about 60 or 75 degrees. So with those assumptions in the way, I have this part placed like this. Looks pretty similar to that, so we'll go ahead and make this the first part where I start the mating. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on this, change it to fix, and if I try to left click on it and move it, it won't move. You see it says the selected component is fixed. That's a good way to start your assembly here. So let's go back to the drawing, and I want to start with this long pin here. I'm going to go ahead and make it mated with this hole here, and there's a couple ways to do that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on mate up here at the top, and what I'm going to mate is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to mate this face with the inside of this hole, and then I'm going to go ahead and click OK. I'm going to do another mate. I'm going to mate this. Yeah, sure. I'll mate this with this outer ring here. And as you can see, it moved the part. Oh, shoot. Actually, that's not what I wanted. I'm just kidding. I want to mate that with... shoot. Here we go. I want to mate that with that face there. Ooh, I don't want that. I'm going to cancel this. I'll show you what kind of mate we have so far. I'm going to rotate around in 3D space here. And as of now, I can spin it. It's hard to tell that I'm spinning it, but I'm spinning it if I move the mouse this way, and if I move up and down, it's concentric, but it's not locked. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and there's a few ways to do it. I can lock this outer ring to that ring, or I can lock this face to that face, I believe. So I'm going to go up here, click mate. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to delete that. It always usually selects whatever you have last selected. So let's try mating this ring to that ring. There we go. Push OK. I'm going to get out of the mating function, and I can still spin this, but that's okay. So let's go back to the link here. So now I have these two parts mated here, and I just need to duplicate this kind of link up here. So I'm going to go ahead and add in 1, 2, 3 more links. I'm going to have a total of 3 short pins and 2 long pins. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more short pins and 1 more long pin and 3 more links. So I already have 1 of these guys, and I need 3 of those. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert components, and I'm going to go ahead and browse chain link, push OK. Go ahead and put 1 more there. Insert components. It's weird. Why does it not keep saying this? Chain link. Push OK there. So that's 3 links. How many links did I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 1 more of those guys. Insert components. Go here. Chain link. So now I got 4 of those guys. So I'm going to need 3 little pins. I only have 1 and 2 long pins. So let's get 2 more of these guys. We've got 2 more of those. Insert components. Browse. long pin. There we go. So I believe I have all of the components. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Save as. I'm gonna put the camera down for a sec. Save the file. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move some of these out of the way. Just kind of consolidate pieces here. Get things kind of where I think I'm gonna need them. Take another peek at the drawing here. Let's go ahead and get this next link mated up here. I think it's gonna be easier to put this link mated with that and then put the pin in. I don't know why, just because I think it's gonna be easier that way. So let's try that out. So let's go ahead and take this guy here. You can kind of place it where you want it, and let's zoom in here. So I want to mate, like I said, there's a couple ways to do this. I want to mate this ring with that part of that ring, and then I will mate, I think that's all I really need actually. Let's try that out. Let's go to the mate tab. Let's go ahead and mate this face with either one. Let's mate it with that one. Oh, I see. No, let's delete that. Let's exit out of that. I wish I could rotate this first, but either way. Let's actually mate, let's start with the faces first. Let's mate this face to that face. There we go. Let's go ahead and click OK. And now let's mate one of the diameters to the other inner diameter. So let's go ahead and mate this guy here to that guy there. And I believe that's all we really need. Let's go ahead and check. I should be able to move the link like that, and now it's mated to where, this is why I think it'd be easier to do the links first. So I go ahead and linked the links, and now let's go ahead and slide one of the pins all the way in there. Let's go ahead and mate this part of that pin to that face. Haha, it's kind of funny. It always does like the opposite of what I want it to do. So let's go ahead and oh, it's locked in there. You little piece of crap. Let's see. Let's think about this better here. Let's mate this surface to that surface. There we go. Now let's mate this. Oh, I'll show you what that mate looks like. So now I could be able to slide it in and out, because this outer part of the cylinder is mated with the inner part of this cylinder here. So at least it's concentric with that, but now we need to give it a another mating of this ring to that part of the ring, or either way, just to lock it in place. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and mate. And we're going to, I'm going to delete this just because I don't know what it selected. Let's mate this part of the ring to that part of the ring. Push OK. Boom. Now we're set. Now we have this thing linked in there. It can pivot and swivel. I don't think it really matters what angle we set it at, but let's try to make it look somewhat like the picture. Okay, so somewhere down, maybe there. How's that? Looks pretty similar. So let's just repeat this process here. We're going to go ahead and mate this face to that face. Push OK, just to show you what it looks like. So now, oh, that's kind of cool. It's making the other thing move. So now I can move this up and down in space. We need to lock it to the ring just like we did with the other one. So we're going to mate this to that. Hey, I don't know what happened there. Mate that to that. There we go. Push OK. Get out of this function. Go ahead and just repeat the process here. So we're going to mate this cylinder to that cylinder. That's kind of funny. It actually lined up perfectly, but I should still be able to move it in and out. There we go. It's wanting to act really weird. And if you're having issues with moving things around, you can always fix these things by, like I said, right-clicking and fixing it. So maybe I can fix this at whatever angle I want it, right there. So now when you go to move things, you start locking yourself in, but we can make that floating again so this moves. So let's go ahead and mate one of these surfaces here. Let's go ahead and mate that to that. Push OK. And just keep repeating the process here. Alrighty, there we go. We have the whole mated assembly. So you can see I can move this link here. That's fixed. Whoops, I knew that. Here we go. So I can move this link, I can move this link, and I can move that link. There we go. That's a very simple explanation of how to mate parts. You can import your files, and when you open the original assembly, like let's say you went to File, New, Assembly, you can select multiple files at once to pull in. It just seems a little bit easier sometimes to just insert components one at a time. So that's a quick video just to help out some students in my class. This is one of our last assignments actually. Really simple. You just pick the faces you want to mate. That last one was wanting to mate the wrong face, so I ended up mating this face with that face, and it worked a lot easier. So you just gotta be careful. It kind of I think it has to do with the orientation that it comes in at. So sometimes you might have to just mess around with, mating the opposite face with the opposite face or something like that. There you go. Really quick video tutorial on how to link things in SolidWorks. Thanks for watching.